of media interest in Starbucks activity, which is perhaps a good example of why I'm asking the question, because surely from your own corporate point of view you have to think about the risks you run in how you structure your organisation and the taxes you pay in terms of what your customers think about you as a result.
Yes, it matters critically what our customers think about us. We discuss it frequently and all the time. It's one of our key pillars in the company. We have huge commitments to all the communities that we operate in, including the UK. We've committed to creating 5,000 new jobs here, 1,000 apprenticeship positions here, investing in the community, and we're committed to paying corporation tax as we improve the profitability of our business.
And perhaps you're not the most opaque this afternoon by a long way, but how do you feel about transparency? How clear should companies like yours be in explaining what they actually do worldwide, where they operate, what taxes they pay in the different countries they operate? Not just for the sake of transparency, but to convince your customers this is the kind of company I want to do business with.
I believe very strongly in transparency with the committee here, with all the tax authorities around the world, and with consumers, recognizing that one of the challenges we often faced is the global tax structure is very complex. It's very difficult to explain it, and that's without having anything to do with avoidance. It's just a difficult challenge.
But that's partly because you make it. I mean, and you know, I do have experience in this area, so I'm not being entirely simplistic about it. But
we try not
you know,
to
if you run a business in this country, then it's clear what the profit is. If you transfer money between them, you can make it clear what the basis is. You know, it doesn't need to be that complicated.
The reason it's difficult to explain at times is if we didn't buy those services for the UK business, we'd have to build an R&D centre in the UK.
Well, just be transparent. You buy the services. Just tell people what you buy and what it costs. I mean, that's transparency. I'm not saying everything has to be in one country, but transparency of why you do certain things. I think that's probably enough from me, but you know, that's one of the themes I think that's come out of this today.
Let's bring Jackie.
Feels misled. Now, we are where we are, and you're dealing with the international tax situation as you as a company see fit. But I think, you know, having branded Starbucks as something which has a very high standard of ethics, the British consumer's left thinking, this is a bit smelly.
I appreciate that, and that's very unfortunate. We feel terrible about that. We honestly feel as if we've not intended to mislead anybody. We're trying to be very transparent. I do appreciate that the media attention has made it look that way, and so we need to do a better job finding a way to communicate.
Yes.
But our intent is to operate at the highest ethical standards, I assure you.
You earlier said to the committee that you don't have any Cayman's tax haven. I'm looking at a listing of subsidiaries of Starbucks Corporation under the SEC, so this American listing rules of October the 2nd, 2011, which lists a company called President Coffee (Cayman Holdings Limited). And I'd be very grateful if you could tell us now, or possibly later, what that company does.
I can tell you very clearly now. President Group, which is what that structure is named after, is a Taiwanese company. They are also a joint venture partner with us in mainland China. Mainland China has not allowed, as you can imagine, Taiwanese companies to own businesses directly. They do allow them to own it indirectly. So, and that can be fully validated, by the way. So our Taiwanese partner established a joint venture in the Cayman Islands, which then becomes the owner of their investment on mainland China. There's zero tax implications, I assure you, zero. But it allows our Taiwanese partner to be a partner with us in mainland China. We work very hard to be very honest.
You can't say that.
It is very true.
You can't say that you don't manipulate the royalty charge. In your case, it's the royalty charge. It's the manipulation of the charges for loans that you make the UK wholly owned subsidiaries take out, and the price of coffee, which you charge 20%, whatever the price is for. That's manipulation. It takes money out of the UK, which would otherwise be viewed as profit and would be taxed through corporation tax. It's manipulation.
Respectfully, those jurisdictions require us to report profit where the activity happens. We have no choice
No,
but to
it
do
isn't
that.
where the activity happens. You choose to charge 20%. You choose to take 20% for your Swiss coffee. You choose to do the 60% royalty, and you actually told us that it's what you could get away with. There wasn't a basis for it, and you choose to charge above market rates for borrowing. You choose that.
No, I completely disagree with that characterization, Chair, respectfully. That is not at all how we approach it. All of those rates that you've just referred to have been heavily scrutinized by valuation experts, by independent third parties who fully agree with those rates, that they're appropriate and fair, by the taxing authorities all around the world. We absolutely do nothing to avoid taxes.
Mr. Cecil, and then I'll come to you.